Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your old pal Vandweller back with more classic Tetris Monthly Masters October 2025. And what we've got for you right now at this very moment is one little teeny tiny match. Well, it's kind of a big match, actually, because the winner goes to the top 16. And two great players going to face off. It's going to be Sodium versus Tugi in the purple bracket. So Sodium versus Tugi. I am expecting this to be a very exciting match. The winner of this will eventually take on Blue Scooty. That's not going to happen now. But Sodium versus Tugi is about to happen. And yeah, I don't know. This seems like a very, very exciting and potentially very close matchup. So very excited for this one. Now, we do have some other Tetris today starting in 3 hours. We are going to have a Mega Dasters bracket. This is going to be a good one. Knight versus Scamper, winner versus wide. So all of you America haters, there'll be guaranteed 100% no Americans in that one. So Knight versus Scamper, winner versus wide. That's going to happen at 3 p.m. Texas time, which is 12 plus 3 plus 5 is 20 UTC. Then there's going to be one little Mega Dasters match, like late, not late, but late, 9 p.m. Texas time. That is basically tomorrow, UTC. It's going to be Poopy Old Hag versus Grand Designs. Hell yeah. Very excited for all of these matches. So yeah, going to be a good day of Tetris. Right now, Tugi versus Sodium. It's only one match. I'm not going to go over the whole rap or whatever that I do with the rules, but I do want to remind the players that these are going to be best of 5 matches. If they are level 18 starts, that we have an uncapped score, and that they should implement the level 39 super kill screen, that we will be using the same piece sets re-rolled, that they should not get any in-game advice, that they should not pause unless I, the commentator, tell them to, and that if they do experience tech issues like with OBS or what are the other things, internet or their PC, that they should keep playing, and they should not assume that, their game isn't going to count, and then, just kind of like, oh, well, I knew it's not going to count. No, it might count, okay? We've already had that happen, once in the last couple of days, so, we've had to make a couple of judgment calls, so just keep playing. That is the thing. Anyway, the winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool, which stands right now at $1,168.75. Our prize pools are funded 100% by you, the fans, the viewers, whatever you consider yourself. Maybe you're a viewer but not a fan. I don't know. Maybe you're hate watching. But whatever it is, the prize pool depends on you. So if you want to keep luring these players back with the promise of riches, then yeah, we need a prize pool to do that. So we do have an incentive. It's a $2,000 prize pool incentive that we shoot for in the Masters event every single month. It makes it a big tournament. We will pay our top 8 if we get to 2,000. If we don't, we'll pay our top 4, which is nice, but not as good as top 8 because, I don't know, I think it's incentivizing for people to show up and saying, oh, I can win a match or two and get a prize, and there you go. So if you want these players to keep showing up, if you want to incentivize them to do that, if you want to compensate them for the time that they spend training for ultimately to play this event and to entertain you, well, prize pool is a great way to do that. Okay, so use the Matcherino command if you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. That'll bring up some links. The first one that says Masters, that is the one that you want to click on. Click on that. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right-hand corner is where you log in. You can use your existing Twitch or YouTube account to log in. Do not have to go through an account creation process with Matcherino. So easy. Wow. Once you're logged in, click that button. It's mustard colored. It says contribute. Click on that to open up a little window. In that window, you can go ahead and contribute money, and hopefully you can figure it out from there from years of being on the internet. Okay. If you're watching after the fact, go to go.ctm.gg/prize and that'll bring up the same page. Okay, good. It's also in the link in the description if you're watching on YouTube. So that's how to support the players, to support the channel, because yeah, it's kind of, you know, there's two things you got to do. We got to keep the players coming back, and we got to keep the channel going. You know, several times already this month I've had to stream matches throughout the day, like in the normal working day. Could I do that if you were not supporting the channel? No, I could not. And these people on this slide understand that, and I know a lot of you understand that, but I'm hoping to kind of like, other people will support it. They'll figure it out. Well, guess what? They won't, and I won't. And so, yeah, if you can support us, that would be great, just like the people on the slide are doing right here. It's Scott, Great Jane, the Winnow, K9, Tacky, Corporal, Shelby, Troy, Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cat, Chuv, and T, Jason, Sunny, and Junior. Throw Junior on there, and a few others on this slide that I do have to get on there. So, yeah, other ways to support us if you don't like Patreon, you can use the support command. The support command is right there. If you don't want to make an ongoing pledge through Patreon, you can actually do through PayPal as well and set up recurring payments. That is a thing that you can do. YouTube, you got supers, you know, super chat, super stickers, super thanks. There's a little dollar sign, or I don't know. In other countries, does it show $1? Maybe it shows your local currency. I don't know. But next to the chat thing, there's a little money there. You click on that, and that will be how you can do all the supers. Over on Twitch, you've got bits and subs and gift subs and channel memberships, and or no, not channel memberships, whatever, subscriptions. That's what they're called. You can gift a sub, and if you're an Amazon Prime member, you can use your Twitch Prime gaming sub that you get once a month. Use it or lose it. Use it on us. Don't let it go back to Bezos. Let it go to your old pal Vandweller. Oh, I guess I should show you the top 16 situation. I didn't do that, just to show you. So yeah, the winner of this will take on Blue Scooty. We already have, you know, some pretty hype matchups set up for the top 16 that'll be coming up at some point. Miles versus Tristop, Dangler and Akatu, Andy and Tetris Time, Cobra and Eyeball. All of these going to be great matches. So we'll see who's going to face Blue Scooty right now. Blam. There we are. So let me go ahead and flop around these cams, get everybody lined up, feeling good. Tugi's like, will you just shut up? I just want to play Tetris. But you know what, Tugi? All right. I'm trying to raise that prize pool. You want to win a prize pool. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to inflate it. I'm trying to keep the channel going. So knock it off. I'm just kidding. Tugi said no such thing. Tugi understands. Tugi knows. Get this guy lined up. So players, you can have another minute if you need it to warm up. That is fine. We'll accept that. But Tugi seems ready. He's like, I'm ready to go. I'm in Austria. I've got a chair, something draped on it, just in case I get cold. It's right there, ready and waiting to go. I am going to drop the pieces in the chat, players, so that when you are ready, we can begin. I like how for Sodium, like Sodium's default, like in his own scene, his camera is backwards and facing the wrong way, but I have to flip him the right way, and like the wrong way to get it the right way. I like that. Good job, Sodium. I think it's so he's looking at his own pieces on his thing, but then I flip him around so that he's looking at his pieces on my thing. I like it. Don't change it. Don't change it. Don't change it. Don't change. I don't want to mess around. Don't change. Don't change. Leave it. All right, that music means it is time to input the seeds and to start to get ready. F43A82. Both players have signaled ready, so I'm going to go ahead and get them started right now. This is a round 2 match. Sodium versus Tugi. The winner moves on to the top 16 to face, at some point, Blue Scooty. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, I'll get Tugi back on there. All right, he's moving. There he is. Good. All right, we'll get as much as we can of the Tugster. Anyway, on the left side of the left side of your screen, it is Sodium, seed number 12 from the United States of America. Sodium qualified into this tournament with a 1.41. That was the average of his best 2 games played in a 1-hour standard qualifying period. Occupy Starbucks with the sub on Twitch. Thank you so much, Occupy Starbucks. Dirty Tetris for Sodium, 35,000. Tugi's at 70,000. Anyway, Sodium called in with that 1.41. Got an overall PB of 2.13, I think it was, according to the robot. And that is a top 50 score. Sodium was ranked 19 in the most recent Premier poll. And Longbar down Tetris down the middle for Sodium. And another one. He's waiting for that square, just never going to come. So he's just got it. Well, there are the squares. Oh, well. See if he's going to kind of build this out. If he can get 2 bars. No, it's not going to happen. So let's see. He's probably just going to move this whole works back over to the right. Okay, good. Anyway, Sodium, been around a long time. You've seen him, I don't know, most recently live at CTWC WPL Regional in Columbus, and also CTWC Philadelphia, where he took a top 4 spot. He is a 6-time CTWC Gold player with multiple finishes in the top 16. And he's also been in Mega Masters for 3 years, 23 through 25, where he's finished as high as the top 16. And you've seen him at regionals. In addition to that, Philadelphia and Columbus. You've seen him at CTWC Canada. Took a top 4 spot there last year. Kansas City in 23, top 4 spot there. Second in that invitational Dallas Underground that was run in Texas. You've seen him at Lone Star in 2023. And yeah, Sodium. There he is. Oh, Boston Tea Party. Yeah, I forgot that. Boston Tea Party won the Boston event in 24 as well. So he'll be fighting for a spot to get back here into the top 16 of the Masters event. But to do that, he's going to have to take on Tugi, the player on the right side of the screen. 303 here for Tugi after a Tetris 227 for Sodium. Tugi, that seed number 21, defeated Mushman in round 1, who was making their CTM debut. Tugi said, nope. Sorry, noob. It's your old pal Tugi. Tugi called in with a 1.27 million. He's got a PB of 2.27 million. He's from Austria, and he was ranked number 25 in the most recent Premier poll. He's also ranked number 4 in, I believe, was it number 4? Yeah, number 4 in the most recent DAS poll as well. So, I don't know. I think people were sleeping on Tugi for a while, but starting finally to get some recognition among the voters of the Premier poll. 364 for Sodium, 380 for Tugi. And where have you seen Tugi? Well, you've seen Tugi all over the place. Most recently, taking second at the Northeast Regional. That's the one in Connecticut, right? So flying out to Connecticut, taking second in a regional. He's also had a good run in CTM tournaments recently. He was top 4 in DAS Masters in June. Made it to the top 8 recently in a Masters event. That was in June, so that was his best combined month in CTM. You have also seen him recently doing other things, like playing in CTWC DAS tournament where he took 4th. 500 here for Tugi, 525 for Sodium. So yeah, you've seen a lot of Tugi. You played multiple years in that CTWC DAS tournament in Germany, CTWC Austria regionals, in CTEC Classic Tetris European Championship in the online years 2020 and 2021. 549 here for Tugi, 573 for Sodium into 19 here in game number 1. This is a best of 5. The first player with a 3 next to their name is the winner. Tetris for Sodium, 597, 578 for Tugi. Any DAS action today, says Clone Ranger? Yes, in 2 hours and 45 minutes, we will have a DAS bracket with Knight, Scamper, and Wide. That should be a good one. 648 for Sodium, 632 for Tugi. Oh yeah, top 4 Tugi CT UK as well. Right now, Sodium ahead, 735 to 669. Tugi going to get a Tetris, now at 696. Tugi ahead by 5 lines right now, but now ahead by 2. So that's a thing. All right, Tetris here for Sodium. Sodium with the lead by about 90,000 points. And they're getting one back. Level 23 for these two players. Remember, we start on 18, 130 lines of that, 19. There'll be 100 lines of that speed. And we'll hit 29. There'll be 100 lines of that speed, terminating in the super kill screen on level 39. 330 lines is what these players have to work with in each game. Tetris for Sodium, 943. 829 for Tugi. So great score here for Sodium. This is a pretty good pace, 945 on 25. And Tugi's, not bad pace either. I mean, this is max out and more pace for sure. But Sodium pacing right now, 981. And the Tetris for Sodium, he's going to max. He's on 26. There's a Tetris for Tugi. He's into 27 with a 960. And he is Tetris and change away from the max. Tetris Sodium A49. There's one Tugi. And Tugi going to make a hole in the board here. That's going to prevent him from Tetrising. And a little bit of an errant placement there. But okay, he's going to bring the line over to the right side. Gets a triple. Now just wants to take a good board into 29. He's got the max. Sodium with a B21. Tugi into 29 at A18. I'm going to miss that T-spin. Tetris for Sodium into 29 at B65. So like 150,000 point lead nearly for Sodium at the 29 transition. PBs for these players, pretty darn close. Just 14,000 points apart in PB. And Sodium's board climbing, Tugi's board climbing. Looks like a top-out spiral, maybe for both, and it is, but Sodium is ahead and will take game number 1. Tugi, is there, it's not, if not, it's okay. Is there any possibility of moving your camera just a little bit so we get less of your back and more of your front, if you know what I mean? Just your head is kind of behind your, it's like cut off by the edge of your cam. If not, that's okay. If not, that's okay. I'm not super concerned about it as long as we know you're there. All right, new pieces, players. Not a big deal otherwise. He's not listening. Doesn't matter. He's on there. We know it's Tugi. Trabus, thanks for the Prime sub. I missed that earlier. I appreciate it. I think it came like simultaneously with Occupy Starbucks, so I missed it. But thank you, Trabus. Appreciate that. Okay. I told myself I would line out, then I genuinely set up a T-spin immediately, says Sodium. That's funny. No, I misdropped and died. All right, good. ATF9C3, both players ready. Game number 2. Sodium up 1 game to none. 3-1 Tetris. YouTube, what's going on? Markdris, Ego Chip, Josh, Dan V, Captain Double Bear. Welcome, welcome. All right, underway here in game 2. Tugi already with kind of tricky pull and overhang and all that. He's getting it sorted. Yeah, Tugi just going right down and getting those holes. Not going to worry about the Tetris or hang on too long for that. Doesn't want to put additional weight on those holes, so he's just going to go right forward, attack it. It works out. Tugi with the Tetris, 55,000, 72,000 for Sodium. Tetris Tugi 102 121 for Sodium. I like that somebody blocked, one of the mods blocked the term orange dance from the chat. I hope I'm allowed to say that out loud. I don't know what it is. But it sounds awful, whatever it is. All right, so Tugi dealing with some holes on the right side. 160 for him, 174 for Sodium. Great Sword says, I can't imagine it being good. I don't know what it is. $246 for Sodium, $215 Tugi. $314 Sodium, $238 Tugi. I was at HEB the other day. HEB is sort of the big regional grocery chain here in Texas. It's more or less beloved by Texans. But I did find a selection of Skibbity toilet toys at HEB. So now I got to rethink whether I want to continue my relationship with HEB. Isn't that like so over? Like, what is that? Isn't that kind of over? I'm sure it's getting, you know, cajillions of views or whatever, but you don't really talk, I don't hear anybody talking about it. 407 for Sodium, 315 for Tugi. Like, why would you want a toilet toy? I don't even know why you want a toy about a toilet. Oh no, Sodium with that kind of overhang of that bar, diving board situation. He's bringing it down. He's recovering. Good J's and L's to help him out there. 438 for Sodium. It's going to allow Tugi maybe to cut into the lead a little bit. He is back by about 55,000 points, 2.5 Tetrises. And now back by less, so. Sodium is free and clear in Tetrising again, 466. This did allow Tugi to sort of get back in it a little bit. Deep Shock, thanks for the raid party of 2. Tetris Sodium 535. There's one for Tugi 502. So, in the end, about a Tetris and a half lead for Sodium at the 19 transition. 5 below, right in the middle of the board there for Sodium. He's going to get, well, I thought he was going to try to get set up for a, or at least he had the option for a dirty Tetris, but he got the bar and he could move the well back over to column 10, and he took it. Tetris for Tugi 576. Tugi now in the lead with the lines tied. Oh, it's great when you think your phone is charging, but it isn't. That's good. Tetris Tugi 684, 608 Sodium. I was like down to 2%. Put it on my little, mag charger, whatever. Now it's down to 1%. It's like, thanks. 612 for Sodium, 690 for Tugi. And it is not charging. Why is it doing this? Tetris Sodium 649. There's another Tetris 679. Tugi still in the lead. Also back by 5 lines. Has to take a triple. Long bar down Tetris. Tugi 759. Just about the same line count now. Tugi ahead by 78,000 points. Gets another Tetris. Level 24. Tetris is here worth 30,000 points. What's up, Sebi? Welcome. All right, little nifty delayed burn setup there for Tugi. Try to get rid of an errant long bar. Long bar down, triple for Sodium. Nails that T-spin, and the board is coming down. Tetris for Tugi, 916. He's out to a 200,000 point lead now. So a costly couple of levels here for Sodium. This Tugi has been really humming along. Tugi is set up again. Sodium still not extricated himself from this situation, but yeah, Tugi continuing to put on points and extend this lead. He's got the max out. He's up nearly 300,000 points. Of course, players do have until level 39, 330 lines. Sodium's board fighting it down, trying to get something workable before 29 hits. And yeah, he's got a path out of this. He's open on the right side. Well, long bar in Tetris into 29 for Sodium, 773. Immediate misdrop there for Sodium, though, of the S piece. And Tugi into 29 with nearly a 1.1, has the 1.1 now. He's up like 320,000 points. So I feel like, if Tugi can just keep adding points, he can play really conservatively here. All right, 844 for Sodium, B54 for Tugi. All All right, there's a Tetris for sodium, 889. Tetris for Tugi, CO4. He's got the 1.2. Can't get that L to the left. That's going to slow him down a little bit. 939 for sodium. I think he knows the assignment here, and he is just, raking these Tetrises into the right side. L not all the way to the left, slows him down. A 27 sodium with the max out. C 31 for Tugi. This is now a 200,000 point lead. Tetris for Tugi, C 73. Sodium trying to work around the spire on 35. A 51 sodium, C 99 for Tugi. He's got the D. That's a 1.3. And sodium, that is probably not going to be survivable on that left side. That is going to be a top out for sodium. And Tugi takes game number 2. That is good. All right, players, take notes of the 8s and the Bs in that one. 3-8, B8, 1-5. So yeah, good, solid, very solid game for Tugi. And a bit of a suffer for sodium. I mean, you only got the max, 35, level 34, 770, transition into 29. So bit of a suffer for sodium. But it is 1-1. Laura, Pseudo Canard, Stolen Short Sword, Pines Cutely, Javanti, Zook, Matt watching Tetris, all watching Tetris. 3-8B8, 1-5, 3-8B8. Yes, okay. All right, game number 3. The winner of this would go up 2-1. That's a good place to be. In 3-2-1 Tetris. Dan V is here. Welcome, Dan V. Dan will be playing one of the early round players later in this tournament. He has got a top 8 qualifier, and so he gets to start in the round of 16. He'll be taking on, at some point, the winner of Doodle, Captain, and SV. All right, we are underway in this game 3. 74,000 for sodium, 92,000 for Tugi. Stanislav with the sub on Twitch. Thank you so much. Officially 4 years, prime sub 48 months. Wowies. Holy moly. You've been around that long? Okay. All right. Stanislav one time mailed me a dime. I appreciate that support. 187 for Tugi, 144 for sodium. Sodium with the Tetris and passes that Vitz a couple of times with bars, using them for other purposes, and just fills it in a different way. That's okay. Jasmine crying a little bit, though. Oh, it didn't do the Vitz with the overhang of the T and the long bar in the window. Didn't realize Sodium was such a Vitz hater. Tetris for Sodium 261, Tugi 282. Both players trying to clean up their board a little bit. Bar would be nice for Tugi right now. But no, that's all right. Doesn't need it. So yeah, fairly neck and neck. 1,000 points away, few lines apart. Game number 3. Tetris Tugi 313, 289 for Sodium. Laurie with the Prime sub, 16 months. Thank you, Laurie. Really appreciate that. Yeah, what other Tetris players have the name of a chemical element in their name? I know there's Silver Sauce. Laurie gifted a sub to the Classic Tetris community, and it went to Chaotic Hazel. So, Hazel, you are now a subscriber. Oh my God, whether you want it or not, you are a subscriber. 342 for Sodium, 409 for Tugi. Also, Zook came in with 104 bits. Appreciate that. And we have initiated a hype train. Wow. This is the hypest of trains. So thanks, Zook and Laurie. And Stanislaw, I guess. 457, Tugi, 395 for Sodium. Yeah, there's Cobalt. I think there's Silver G, right? There used to be someone named Silver G. I don't know if they're still around. Laurie has gifted 5 memberships over on YouTube. Thank you, Laurie, over on the Tube. 5 gift memberships. Really appreciate that. Cesar, Asian language name, Stella Francie, Regina Phalange, and Fargons have received gift memberships courtesy of Laurie. Thank you so much, Laurie. All right, 519 for Sodium. Tugi trying to deal with that that S piece that's like jutting out. He's just trying to keep that well open. The long bar is going to help because he should be able to deal with this on 19. So Tugi's still in the lead by about 22,000 points. He's got a clean board now. Sodium still kind of excavating and building. Tetris for Tugi, 579. What Sodium's going to do here? I think he's going to try to go for that column 8. And he is set up in column 8. And there's the Tetris for Sodium into that column 8. He's set up again there. And there's another one. And he's just kind of staying there. There's another. So he has an opportunity to transfer that well to 10. He's going to do it. 621. 687. Tugi. Yeah, Laurie. Thank you so much again for your support. Oh, the hype train is dying. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. The hype train is dying. Oh, no. Tetris for Tugi, 745, 678 for Sodium. 2 lines apart. About a 60-something thousand point lead for Tugi. Dirty Tugi, 805. Sodium. Looking for a clean one. Oh, that L piece is not going to get all the way to the left. Those L's to the left really stand them up. I mean, you know, you lay them kind of flat on their stomachs. They're great. You stand them up, and they're not great. Stanislaw is gifted a tier 1 sub to the Twitch community, monthly Tetris. It went to Ethan. So thank you, Ethan. I mean, thank you, Stanislaw. But mostly thank you, Ethan, for being around to collect the gift sub. No, thank you, Stanislaw. Appreciate that. All right, 880. Sodium right now in the score lead, but he's ahead by 10 lines. There's another Tetris Sodium. Tugi set up for a dirty, gets it. So they are more or less tied score-wise. Sodium ahead in lines by a little bit. Tetris for Sodium. He's on 28. Tugi's going to Tetris into 28. Oh, nice series of birds there for Tugi. Just the one wasted line during that sequence. Sodium in a real situation here. Can he get out of this? And that's going to be a top out for Sodium at A29. And Tugi was ahead when it happened. So Tugi is going to take game number 3. GG's, Tugi. All right, he may not know that he's won because I don't think he listens to commentary, and who can blame him? And he hasn't looked over. There, now he's looked over and he's good. Choo choo, what a hype train reward. I'll print this out and put it next to all my other prize trophies. Yeah, I kind of wish that Twitch had something else to give away rather than emotes for Hype Train. Like, oh, if we get to level 5 or something, then we'll give away 1 month of Twitch Turbo to, you know, a random view. I don't know, something that has some, like, actual value. I don't know. 0772B6. Too busy listening to Seinfeld or Cheers, maybe? All right, both players ready. Game number 4, Sodium needs to win to tie it up. Yeah, but I think Twitch thinks that people are just like, oh, I am a robot. I see a number and I want to make it go up, and I'm gonna make it go up, and I guess I get a little digital goodie, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know what the psychology of the hype train is. Dan V with the Prime sub, deliberately avoiding the hype train. I like it. That 50 months from Dan V Pants. Oh, Javanti says, I use this hype train emote all the time. And this one. Okay, so yeah, the sleep emote, okay. And the hyper mayhem. See, I don't know what the hyper mayhem means. It's got like a little infinity symbol or something. I don't know what it indicates. So when would you use the hyper mayhem one? All right, dirty for Sodium, 97,000. No clue. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when you use it. Infinite symbol, like infinite respect, infinite amount of food. Oh, got it. All right. Infinite money glitch. What about like hype train? What if it unlocked like a coupon? Like, oh, you guys, everybody in chat gets a free Gets 20% off at Arby's or something. I don't know, something. Like, that would be good. Dude, imagine Arby's coupons hype train. Something. All right, Sodium going to uncover that right side well. Uncovers again, long bar over Tetris, Sodium 198, 210 for Tugi. You're not an Arby's guy? Says Cousin Avi. All right, what is your one fast food restaurant? I want to know. I really do want to know. What is the one fast food restaurant that you like above all else? And you cannot be like, I never eat fast food. I will not put that poison in my body. You know, there's got to be one, fast food or chain restaurant that you would eat at, or at least you did. Taco Del Mar, Taco Bell, says Cousin Avi. See, Cousin Avi and I were like this. Why is my fast food guy vaguely German? He's not. I don't know what he is. I don't know where I got that voice. White Castle, says Laurie. Oh, see. Damn. Is Culver's or Steak and Shake considered fast food? I would say yeah. Yeah, like chain restaurant. Steak and Shake, they do serve you at your table, though, don't they? I mean, I'm still counting it. That was Bullwinkle voice. I can see that. It's close to that. Like, hey, Rocky. You know, everybody can do Bullwinkle voice. Everyone can do it if you're saying, hey, Rocky. $3.54 for Sodium, $4.23 for Tugi. Nando's. What is Nando's? What is that? What is a chain? Could it have 2 or 3 restaurants? Sure. However you interpret it. Five Guys, says Timothodius. Edward Pio says Taco Bell is best because they have vegetarian options, like actual options. Like the cheesy bean and rice burrito. I lived on that burrito, quite literally, when I moved to Madison back in 2002. With $100 in my pocket, I literally just ate Taco Bell cheesy bean and rice burrito when they were like 29 cents or something. $4.54 for Sodium, $4.81 for Tugi. Sweet Green, says Whoops. What did I watch? I watched some sort of Business Insider video on Sweet Green a couple weeks ago. All right, 10,000 points apart, one line apart, approaching 19. There are 4 Nando's in Texas. Interesting. 548 entry for Sodium. 555 entry for Tugi. 7 lines apart at their 19 entry. Scar Talent says Arby's or KFC. I can't pick. I did win a bet with someone by eating nothing but KFC double downs for an entire month when they had the double down. I ate nothing but that for the entire month and didn't die. 607 for Sodium, 631 for Tugi. It was delicious. And they're fairly low carb, right? You know, obviously not the best thing for you, but you can live. Did they at least pay for my meals? Yeah, I covered. Don't worry. $7.14 for Tugi, $7.43 for Sodium. It was a $4,000 bet, is what we agreed on. This was back when I was a poker player and hung out with poker players. And poker players do weird things with money. When you play poker for a living, you have to continually prove to yourself that money doesn't mean anything. It's a weird psychology. Because the second that money starts to mean something to you when you're a poker player, you play badly. 847 for Sodium, 866 for Tugi. Did I hate KFC by the end of it? Not at all. It was delicious. I mean, the things are hyper palatable. I was all for it. 956 for Sodium, 949 for Tugi. What's the most money I've lost in a hand of poker? Oh, cripes. I was never a big baller, Phil IV, Daniel Negreanu guy. So I was a small stakes guy, but I don't know. Let me think. Yeah, I guess about 2,500 in one hand. A72 for Sodium, A95 for Tugi. But I mostly played tournaments. That was the thing. So cash games, I never really went above 2.5. No limit. B18 here for Sodium. B11 for Tugi. And oh no, that double flip of the bar for Sodium is going to be a top out at B21. And Tugi is good in game number 4 and is going to take this match 3 games to 1. Sodium says, Vandy, can you play me in heads up? I haven't played poker in like 2-3 years. So I guess I do it for play money. I cannot take your money. All right, C89 for Tugi. Is poker considered gambling, or does it actually have a decent amount of skill involved? It has a decent amount of skill involved, and it is gambling. The definition of gambling does not mean an inherently losing game. It just means wagering money on the outcome of some game that has a chance element. And it doesn't say there can be no skill involved in the game. All right, Tugi is good in this one. Tugi, you will be moving on. Congratulations. What's heads up? 1v1, Duji. All right, well, it's been a long time since I played, so I'd have to practice a little bit. If you're gonna stream it, oh my god. Tugi, congratulations. Sodium, congratulations to you. Tugi will be moving on to the round of 16. So, bit of a seed upset here, although really 2 evenly matched players. So, let us go ahead and report the results of this to the Tetris World Government. 3-1 Tugi. Duji says, I'm goated at poker low-key. You're goated? Greatest of all time? Then I feel like we would have heard of you. If you're goated. Doesn't have to be chance involved. Can you gamble on chess, for instance? Gambling on chess. I wouldn't call that gambling. I'd call that Wagering. I'd say wagering is the wider concept. Gambling is a sub-concept. You can wager on anything. Gambling has to have a chance element, I would say. All right, well, that is it. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. It's just I haven't really thought about that in a while, so. Wagering is a type of gambling? Oh, that could be. Anyway, yeah, that is it. Tugi is the winner. Let's go ahead and show you the bracket. Where is the bracket? There it is. Yes, Tugi has moved past Mush Man and Sodium Man, and now it's going to go up against Blue Scooty Man in the round of 16. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players in our top 16 determined. I feel like you can gamble on chess or horse racing. There's no luck element involved. Well, there's definitely luck element involved in horse racing. The best horse doesn't win all the time. So it's definitely, there's some luck involved, but you can bet on the best horse and lose. And of course the odds are always, well, forget it. It doesn't matter. Okay, well, that is it. In 2 hours, we've got a Das Masters bracket for you to watch. And I will see you all then. Thanks everybody who supported the channel during this stream. Trebus, Occupy Starbucks, Stanislaw, Lori, Chaotic Hazel, Ethan Thoughts, Dan V all got subs or bot subs. Caesar, Stella, Asian Name, Regina, Fargons, memberships, Zook, Deep Shock. You all did the things. Thank you to Lori for gifting those subs. Cousin Avi, did you gift a sub? Cousin Avi. Stanislaw gave one away. Oh, all right, yeah, all right. Twitch Bits, 104 Zook, thank you. Like, you can gamble on other people playing chess, but I don't know that you can gamble on yourself playing chess, right? I mean, you can wager money, but I wouldn't call it gambling. Anyway, okay, well, yeah, wagering, I say, would be putting up money, risking money for the result of a contest of some sort. Gambling adds the element of luck involved. Yeah, I don't know. There's a whole constellation of concepts. I haven't really thought through it very much, actually. Anyway, there are fine distinctions among all these terms. Does it matter? No. I gotta go away. All right, thanks to all the supporters. Patreon, thank all of you. Scott Gray, Jane the Window, K9, Tacky, Corporal Shelby, Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato Cat, Kid Javante, Jason Sunny Jr. Thank you all for your extra level of support. Everybody else in this slide, a couple people that I have to add, thank you. You know who you are, and you are lovely. Patreon.com/monthly Tetris. Make an ongoing pledge of support. Use the support command. Da-da-da-da. You can support us there. Also, thanks to everybody who has contributed to the prize pool. We're still at $1168.75, but that's okay. I feel very strongly we're going to get there. Cousin Avi did, in fact, gift a sub. Thank you, Cousin Avi. It went to Tentacles Inside. Okay. Well, on that not creepy note, we will go away now. All right, YouTube. Have a great day. We'll see you in a couple hours for Mega Daster. Is going to be Scamper and Night, winner versus Wide. Take care. Bye-bye. And Twitch, thank you all for hanging out. Pleasure as always. All right, Tentacles Inside actually here. A real person chatting. Crazy. All right, we're going to rate our good friends at Classic Tetris 2. Of course, I am not main channel material. I am more Classic Tetris 2 level talents. So we will go ahead and raid Classic Tetris 2. It looks like they've got the Colombia regional. So take care, everybody. See you in a couple hours. Bye-bye.